Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We're playing this Tengu Transmuter of Rue for the 0.18 release tournament. We ran away from something last episode, right? A Hydra or something? Yeah, a Hydra. Okay. Do we want to finish Lair up right now? I feel like it might be safer to just go do Orc. This staircase seems safe enough, I think. Let's just keep going on Lair. Oops. Yeah, like a Death Yak, one Death Yak, not too bad. Two Death Yaks, kind of a problem. If a third one shows up, I'll be fairly unhappy. Interesting that it says you feel less resistant to cold, but I'm actually more resistant. Well, let's just back up so the other Death Yak can't see us. It's less good as a kill hole, but better in terms of managing line of sight. Oh, he got teleported away. That's nice. So this is the kind of situation where, like, I might draw out power if there were more Yaks to fight. Oh, like this, right? Let's do that now. Let's just draw out power, stay high on health. Ow, that is a lot of damage. Holy cow. We'll just go upstairs. So, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have bothered to draw out power. Like, should have just recognized that it was a little dangerous and I can run away. But, like, the exhaustion cost, or rather the drain cost for draw out power is, like, pretty trivial. So, like, you can feel free to reuse it if it's just, like, kind of convenient. Alright, this is already a bad situation. We need to just fly away. And I guess Rue slowed him down even, so that even flying isn't necessary. Even a character who can't, like, use Tengu speed flight could have gotten away there. And we're just going to keep going on this one stupid Death Yak. There we go. We got him at last. But, like, this is making me reconsider how plausible it is that we could clear Lair 8, you know? Like, let's just draw out power now. Yeah, having more health. But just fighting, like, one or two Death Yaks is a big problem. These guys are immune, not resistant, the opposite, susceptible to poison, yeah. Yeah, of course. He's also rolling. We're never going to catch him. This poor guy is on a mission. We need to be careful because he can do quite a bit of damage. Right? See, that was actually like half our health in one go. But the poison is going to hurt him. He might actually just die from that one little bite we gave him earlier. I'm not sure. Yeah, it actually looks like he should. I wonder if we should have been using blade hands against the Death Yaks instead. Let's actually... Unarmed Combat to 15 is a pretty good milestone. I think we can take a break on it and work on transmutations instead to get blade hands online. Because it is a valuable tool to have, even if it's not the one you want to use all the time. It's very focused on offense, which is great. Offense is the best defense in a lot of situations, but not all situations, and so you want to have other options available. Let's just head down to Player 7. Yeah, see, we can stab these guys in their sleep. Ice Fist stabs. We'll just leave that Hydra alone, since that is an option we have. Got to keep an eye on this guy. They, as we saw, they hit quite hard. But with Spider Form Evasion, we were able to dodge him. Yeah, let's try some Blade Hands. Our defenses in Ice Form are honestly not that great. In fact, it reduces our evasion because we're slightly larger as an Ice Beast. But we get like more health is I guess the main resistance or defense we get in Ice Form that we don't get in Blade Hands. Our health goes up from like 80 to 100 or something. A lab, huh? Interesting. I don't know if I've seen a lab on layer 8 many times. We could try Blade Hands, but I'd rather just be flying. Use my one turn while he closes into melee range to switch to flight so that we have an escape if we need it. Alright, and we didn't need it, which was great. What's all this crap I'm carrying? Forget this. Forget this. I got 30 Wands of Flame, which are all junk. Oh, there's the lab. That was easy. I actually meant to cast Appendage this time because River Rats are just so weak. Drop my Book of Changes. I learned all the spells in it already. My beef jerky and my pizza. We're in a stone section already. That's nice. Metal. Okay, this is promising. But of course, in a lab, promise is a false hope. Please. Have I already been here? I don't know. This is where I started. I've explored every option except to go this way. Or this way. To come in through this intersection anyway, one of these two spots. Alright, we can do it, guys. We'll get through this darn lab. Ooh, a lot of translucent walls here. Let's go this way. Nope. Nope. We could dig through there. Yeah, let's do that. We really want, like, we saw metal in sort of the direction of like south and a bit west of here, and going through that wall is a good way to get back into like an area that seems good. And we did. We found the green crystal, home of the Minotaur. Oh, we just missed the door. There he is. That's the door. What form do we want to be for a Minotaur? Probably Blade Hands, I guess? Yeah, I'm not going to mind the spellcasting penalty. I do want the extra damage. Do I need any potions first? Probably. Maybe just fly, then blade hands, then berserk. Sounds pretty strong. Yeah, let's try that. He's not using any equipment or anything. That's nice. I'm too hungry. Oh, what have I done? Now let's go berserk. Yeah, so we killed him in 2 hits, in which time he only attacked us once. He tried to attack again, but Rue made him hit himself here. So was berserk overkill? I mean, maybe, but like, even an unarmed Minotaur is pretty scary at this point. And I would rather berserk early than late. So where's all the loot? Oh, right here, of course. Some recharging, that's nice. 2 artifact rings, a new amulet, a book that doesn't seem too good, and some assorted junk. Let's try on the amulet. Reflection. It's only 3 shield. I don't think it's worth right now. I'd rather wear dismissal. Let's just try on these rings. Cool, I guess. Not likely to wear that anytime soon. This, though, this I will wear. Magic resistance is very important, and it's got the cold resistance that we don't especially need, but like, why not? And dexterity is like at least as good as strength for us right now, so I like it better than the Ring of Strength that I've been wearing. And I think that's going to do it for us. Yeah, we're done. Very, very quick lab. Let's drop this and this and this. Sure. Here's our layer 8 end. I've gotten this one a lot of times recently. The giant, like, spider-shaped middle area with a bunch of poisonous fast threats. I assume it's just like a coincidence and the clustering illusion or something, but it seems like I've been getting it a lot recently. As I say, though, I don't think that the fact that I've been getting it a lot recently does not make me think that there's something wrong. Ugh, a spider. And why am I a spider and there's water moccasins here? I gotta get out of spider form. But I don't really want to try to cast spider form. Do I? No. I need to actually end transformation. And then cast ice form. There we go. That should help. Let's fly while we have a spare turn. Get that extra EV going. Very soon we'll be able to fly permanently. I believe it's level 14. For most species that get special stuff, they get it to like level 14, I think. So I would expect that's when Tengu get it, but I'm not totally sure. You know, you could look it up, but it's not that important. You just get it when you get it, you know? So as long as we're poison resistant, I don't think that wasps and hornets are that big a problem for us. But I suppose I'm not sure exactly how their attack works with regard to poison resistance. Like, they can paralyze you and slow you. Let's just draw out power here. The exhaustion timer on it is pretty slow. Pretty short, I should say. So we should have Apocalypse back if we need it. But in the meantime, this is sort of a compromise that will give me pretty good sustain. and quite possibly make me not need the Apocalypse at all. Good, we can fly forever. Yeah, and there we go. So Rue blinded the elephant, which distracted him for long enough that we could get by with just the other thing we did instead of Apocalypse, the draw out power. But if we needed to, our exhaustion timer had, I believe, worn off, and we could have Apocalypsed him. So we're flying forever now, which is great. I wonder if I should be using blade hands here, actually. Maybe so. Instead of ice form against elephants. Against worker ants, of course, blade hand, ice form is better because like you don't really need the extra damage, and poison resistance is a nice bonus. Although, of course, like it's very unlikely a worker ant is going to cause us any problem at all right now. There are a lot of other poison-themed threats around, and so having poison resistance for them is pretty handy. So that's sort of going to be my like default form for this area, I think. All right, blade hands down to 21. That's good progress. Let's just get blade hands up here. One-shotting Hippogriffs is nice. A spiny frog makes me want to be in ice form. Just all these poison threats. That's what ice form is about. My spell hunger for these is getting kind of problematically high, but like I'm not casting them, I'm not spamming them. There's usually something to eat when I'm done with the combat. I think it's not really worth investing in spell casting. Another thing that some less experienced players overstate is the importance of spell hunger. You have to be trying pretty hard for spell hunger to really be an issue for you. It just sort of, you have these issues of food security, which are all just psychosomatic. It's just in your head. You have more than enough food. Like I'm carrying around 19 fruits and 2 bread rations, which is like not a ton. But there's a bunch of food I left behind on the ground somewhere. And I still have like so many chunks that like I'm not really having to eat the perma food anyway. Yeah, so this stuff is all like not too bad with ice form. Blink frogs I don't like very much. Let's try blade hands. Come get me. One thing about transmutations, or rather unarmed combat, I guess mostly transmutations actually, is the damage from, so is the noise made by combat. The amount of damage that you do correlates with the amount of noise that is made by attacking in combat. So you actually, like if you hit things hard enough, you wake up nearby enemies, and transmutations like hits harder than anything. And so you really do like, you know, so stealth is hard just because if you fight one monster, everything in the neighborhood wakes up, which is great. I mean, in the sense that it's great to do a bunch of damage. But wow, okay. I took 2 steps without stopping to see what happened after the first one, and now there's way too many monsters in view. I wouldn't mind an apocalypse here, actually. I could step southwest first to make sure I have everything in view, and then just apocalypse all this. Get out of here. Yeah, thanks, Rue. 2 iron wands, both polymorph apparently. Not great. Oh well, that's the loot. That's what happens, you know. The lair loot, you shouldn't really expect it to be that great. But it's something. Let's try some spider form for a change. Look at that evasion, 42. And now that we have permanent flight, it's a lot easier to run away from monsters, which I really appreciate. You don't get into the situation of like, oops, I forgot to... is this guy resistant to poison? Yeah, he is. I don't know why. Model dragons just are. It makes no sense to me. Let's end transformation and switch to blade hands. Not ice form because of the fire damage. Why do I only have 2 pips of resist cold? Oh, because I'm not in ice form. Yeah. Okay, so there's that was the lair 8 has either 1 big vault or 2 small vaults as the ending. And I sometimes, like, I can't remember which vaults are big and which are small, but because I've seen 2 of them, I conclude that this is that they're both small, right? So there's the spider thing is a small vault, and this sort of dragon themed and up here dragon swamp thing is another ending. So we're gonna go up there and we'll see like a fire dragon and an ice dragon as well, I think, and probably like a Komodo dragon or something dumb like that. But the water is less of a concern for us than it would be for most characters, because not only can we float with ice form, we can fly with Tengu form. So Steam Dragon, but no hide. That's too bad. Steam Dragon armor is pretty good for a light armor user, as transmuters often are. I don't really want to be petrified, please. Let's just refresh our ice form here. Yeah. He hit me for a while and then he just disappeared. Whatever. It'll dismissal. Rhyme Drake. Those didn't exist last time. Well, I'm sure I've been to this vault since Rhyme Drakes existed, but I like forgot about it. Oh yeah, there's the fire dragon. Let's not be an ice form. Let's spider form seems alright. Oh, they resist poison. I don't know why, but they do. I guess we're going blade hands then. Take that, you dang dragons. Oof. Oof. I have a ring of fire. I should have put that on. Alright, I'm glad he got teleported away. Now let's take the ring of fire off. For the Rhyme Drake. Alright. I'm a little worried about the fire dragon coming back while we're still resting and recuperating. What do I do about that? We could try, because like he's going to come back to where he last saw us, like, is how they seem to operate. And since he probably teleported to like out here somewhere, that means he's probably coming this way. And then like up through here. I don't know where that means I should stand. Maybe over this way. The other thing is we could consider using draw out power to heal faster. All right, he found me. Let's put the ring of fire back on. Let's draw out power, so we're not like badly injured when the dragon arrives. And then let's fly around to the west here, just to buy us a little more time. We could fly away. I kind of want to make sure I have my exhaustion timer ready. Oh, there he goes again. All right, there he goes. Oh, we killed him over deep water, so he didn't get a chance to leave any a corpse, which is too bad. All right, let's switch back to our ordinary weapon, or ring. The ring of fire is really just for fire threats. All this stuff is not much of a concern when we have poison resistance. And they're confusing each other. Yeah, great. New wand, pretty bad one. Can I eat this? Yes. Good food. All right. Shortish video, but we did finish up layer, and I think that makes a good milestone. So we'll end it here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.